Hi there, I'm Leona Mendehall with Keller Williams Real Estate. I'm also chair of the WeKare at Keller Williams Exton charity. Today we're here with Sherry Szymborski, and she's going to share her story. So Sherry, tell me when this ugly word cancer entered your life.
About a decade ago, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer on the right side. She had a lumpectomy and radiation. We thought everything was in the clear. My dad at the same time also was diagnosed with prostate cancer. And so he had radiation and then he was in the clear. So he's being monitored. A couple years later, they noticed breast cancer on the left side. I went with her to that appointment because I was very concerned because she didn't get a mastectomy. I felt comfortable with the doctor in saying that it's just okay to do the lumpectomy and radiation, so she did that again. So fast forward a couple years, we found out that my husband's father has prostate cancer and it's metastasized to the bones in his chest.
It's too much.
It is a lot. And he has been fighting that for 4 years. So then, December of 2015, we found out that my mom was having a lot of back pain, and she just thought it was because she had moved and she was doing a lot of things that she normally didn't do. So she came to the doctors and they did an x-ray and they said she had some degeneration. But her doctor knew her very well and she said, "You never complain of pain." So they ordered a PET scan. They did the PET scan and she lit up like a Christmas tree. So,
Okay.
that breast cancer that started on the right side initially was everywhere. It was in all of her bones, her arms, her legs, a mass above her kidney, in her lungs. And we were very good friends with her physician, and she made a call to me at work. And she said, "Sherry, I'm so sorry, but I think for your mom's quality of life, she probably only has 3 to 6 months."
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
So I knew, and I had to break the news to my sister and my dad. Well, I went home and cried.
Of course you did.
Like I've never cried before. And then I sat with my sister and my dad, and here I was telling my dad that his wife wasn't going to make it. And he reached across the table and held my sister in my hands, trying to comfort us.
Of course he did. He's daddy.
He is. So he waited till he left to cry. Well, amazingly, it's now 2017. My mom is going through chemo for the second time, but going through the chemo the first time bought us 8 months. And so she's going through chemo again because her numbers started to rise, and so they're going back down and she feels so much better. She was in a wheelchair and now she can walk without a cane or anything. So we're just celebrating every day. So December of 2015, I found out about Mom's stage 4. And in June, I found out during a routine mammogram that there was something suspicious on there. So I went for an ultrasound.
For your man.
For myself. And I'm just thinking, oh, you know, nothing about it because I've had other mammograms, it was fine. So the radiologist recommended to just wait and come back in 6 months for an ultrasound. So I talked to our physicians, and because of my mom's history, she said, "Absolutely not, we want you to go to the breast specialist." So I went to the breast specialist. Monday I saw him, Wednesday I had a biopsy, Thursday I knew I had cancer. The thing that made it hard is that my mom's cancer is estrogen positive, and they tested mine as triple negative, which is even more aggressive. And I asked them many times if they were sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm a nurse and it's very hard to turn off the nursing brain when it's emotional.
It's your body.
Yes. So then I went and I had a double mastectomy and I had chemo. I went through that for 4 months, and then I missed about 7 months of work. And so through all of those medical bills, it really impacted us because we didn't know if we could keep our home. So we found out about WeKare through you, and it's been a blessing because we remortgaged our house because we were afraid we were going to lose it. And if it wasn't for programs like WeKare, we might not have been able to keep it and had to move. And we were trying to struggle because my parents live across the street from us. And with my mom's diagnosis, we really didn't want to leave.
Correct.
So WeKare has been so kind and compassionate and always checking in to make sure that we're okay. And, you know, it just feels so much love and support. And, you know, I just said Keller Williams might sell houses, but they keep people in their homes because that's what it did for us.
That's lovely.
So
tell us about the children. Tell us how many children you have.
I have 5 children. My oldest 3 are grown and out of the house, and I have twins that are 8 years old. This summer I was supposed to have off because of being a school nurse. We were supposed to do a lot of fun things, swimming and, you know, going hiking and doing lots of fun stuff. But since I was diagnosed in June and had a mastectomy in July, my children went through a horrible summer. They stayed with their grandmom while I went into my treatments, and there were times I was hospitalized a few times by surprise, and I wasn't able to come home to them. So my children really struggled, especially my daughter Alana. She was afraid to let me out of her sight because she was afraid mommy wasn't coming back. And I can understand that because my mom was already going through chemo and they saw what was happening to my mom. And so knowing with grandpop having cancer, mom having cancer, and now mommy has cancer, it was scary for them. They didn't even want to go to school in the fall. But we were really worried about Christmas, how we were going to pull that off. We have a lot of friends that were loving, but WeKare made sure Santa came and brought them something that they had their heart set on.
Tell us, they're twins, and they're how old?
They're 8 years old.
So we have Alana, and what's your son's name?
And he's Drake.
Drake. Okay. Well, we're just glad that we can help ease a little bit of the financial things, and you know, just hope and pray that God and the physicians can make some miracles here for your family.
Thank you so much.